It really has been a crazy start to 2025 when we were talking about those temperature swings not too long ago, but we had a blizzard and blizzard warnings across the state not too long ago, up to the low and middle 80s yesterday. So quite the turnaround here in a matter of days. We don't expect to be as warm today compared to yesterday. We did a front move through overnight, and there has been a little wind picking up behind that front. There's a look at another view of the moon from our Allen Communications camera at South 21st and L Street. Right around 45 degrees here in Lincoln. Also that temperature in Beatrice and Nebraska City, up to 49 degrees in Falls City, and many locations right around 40 degrees looking west along I-80. Hastings still is yet to come back with that reporting observation. That airport kind of taking a pause on some of the observations, so we'll hope to get that back soon enough. But temperatures today are going to be right around 60 degrees, so knock off about 20 to 25 degrees from yesterday, and those northerly winds transporting in some cooler air throughout the day today, so it will be a little cooler to the north before we see a little bit warmer temperatures in the lower 60s to our south. We're at 17-mile-per-hour winds out of the north and northeast here in Lincoln. Surrounding areas right around 10 to 15, maybe at times up to 20 and 23 in Beatrice, and have been some wind gusts around 20 to 25 miles per hour here recently in Lincoln too. So keep that in mind out the door early this morning. The breeze will actually relax into this afternoon, so it's the morning hours that we have to contend with that a little bit more, but mostly clear skies across southeast Nebraska, and then furthermore across the state, maybe a few more high clouds in northern Nebraska, but largely quiet today. But let's talk about the end of this week, because we are still monitoring a very strong spring system Friday into Saturday. On the front side of that system, as it's deepening, we're going to see some strong southerly winds that are going to increase fire danger once again for Friday. But then into Saturday, on the back side of that system, northwest winds increasing just a little bit more, some 40 to 50 miles per hour. So rain will first be possible, and maybe a storm or two could be stronger. I think most of the severe potential will be off to our east before winter weather will also be a part of this system, largely on the backside as cold air is wrapping in. So let's look at this with Stormcast. This hasn't changed too much from what I was showing yesterday, but rain start first, warm enough for rain. And there you see it, some showers popping up into the evening, trying to organize a little bit more, but the severe weather potential will be off to our east as cold air is wrapping in, a little snow on the backside. So this is where the severe potential exists. Going into Friday, you'll see now up through southern Minnesota is now highlighted, down through portions of Texas and Louisiana, but a larger area where they're more likely to see some severe weather and potential for an outbreak. Nebraska kind of on the edge of some of this. I wouldn't be surprised if far eastern Nebraska is highlighted in a marginal risk, which would mean just a storm or two could turn severe with 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. And then just a little snow potential, but even talking about a little snow with those high winds could make for some messy commute into Saturday morning. And temperatures are going to back off quite a bit, plummeting to the 40s, but then we'll warm back up in time for St. Patrick's Day.